It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
On first down, it's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. The Chargers at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They'll run for the first time. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Jags grab it. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A man coming off a washout 2021. It's Travis Etienne. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Finding Etienne here, catching it on the out route. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Arnold. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter. Get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with ETN. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This a 27-yard attempt here. Patterson's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Oh, look at this play call. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Herbert He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
10 more yards. That's another.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 23. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know, some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On second down, ETN once more. They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
18 more yards. That's another Charger.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Herbert now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They snap it to Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down and inches. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
A gain of 7.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Jaguars 17. Chargers, nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get that one to Carter, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that make. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. You got to make sure you hit it just right.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This time they stay on the ground. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. DeAndre Carter back deep. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They'll try the left side with ETN. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Second and 15. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Khalil Mack had just 6 sacks in 7 games in 2021 due to a foot injury. Now he's in Los Angeles with the Chargers, and they believe they have themselves the best 1-2 combo in football, with he and Joey Bosa coming off the edge.
Out of the gun now on third down. And open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Arnold. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Another tote for Etienne. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well run defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. This an easy one, 23-yarder. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the 3rd quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He finds his man, complete. It's Carter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A full start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Now it's Herbert. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Jadeveon Clowney. Back now at SoFi Stadium in England. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert back to the air. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags are going to get it back here just past the 35. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding her. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. A little fatigue maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Jags, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.